Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. I've got a very quick video I want to address. There's something that I missed in the last lap joint in the past 24 hours I've had a lot of questions about. But also, somebody asked me, how do you do the lap joint if you've got two different widths of boards? I'm going to show you that real quick because I've got some demo pieces ready to go. So, let's do lap joint 2.0. Alright, now, the biggest question that somebody asked me that I felt was very important that I needed to address that I just completely left out was, why do I use the 1/2 inch spacer whenever I'm done with this to push this board an 1/8 inch over? The reason being, this 1/8 inch spacer is the same width as my table saw blade. Now, that's not a given. Table saw blades actually differ in width. There are thin kerf and there are full kerf. Full kerf is what I prefer. Now, if you are using a thin kerf blade, which is a 32nd of an inch narrower than the full kerf blades, then you will need to find a spacer or make a spacer the same width as that blade, which will push your workpiece over the right amount of distance to get this joint perfect. Another question was, somebody asked, is there a quicker way than making kerf cuts? They saw that I did what's known as a cove method on the demonstration of this particular notch joint. There is, and it is that method. But the easiest way to make it quick and easy is to add yourself another stop block here that sandwiches everything that you've got all set up. So whenever you remove this piece, put the 1/8 inch spacer, which is the width of your saw blade, right there. Then you can push it into the blade slowly and then move it back and forth between each stop block. So you'll never exceed the first two kerf lines that you made. Another thing is, I use a flat bottom blade. If you use an alternating tooth blade that isn't flat bottom, you're going to create grooves in the mating surfaces of your half laps, and it just doesn't look good at all. Now, let's get to the question of the day, which is, how do you make the half lap using two different widths if your stop block never moves, like I mentioned in the previous video? Alright, I'm first going to start with making the half lap that will accept this piece in this 2 inch wide piece. This one's 3, this one's 2. Okay, now that things are powered down, and I've already cut this piece, now we got to adjust for the width of this piece to cut onto this piece. This is where the stop block will have to move, but the concept is the same. I'm going to help myself a little bit to these brass bars, and I'm going to grab, actually I think it was this one that I used. Yes, I'm going to grab the 3/8 spacer, because I've got a 3/8 overhang right here instead of a half like I did before, which was completely accidental. I'm going to push it right up to that kerf. Then take this piece, put it beside, stop block up against that. Tighten your stop block back up. Now that I've got that stop block clamped in place, I'm going to keep the spacer of the adjoining piece right there. Make sure there's no sawdust in there to help screw it up. Then put this stop block in place. Now with the two pieces hogged out and the joints made, they will fit perfectly together with no gap, and it's completely flush if you did everything right. So guys, I hope that cleared up your questions about this specific joinery technique. I'm assuming that whenever I make these videos, I'm probably going to forget something important, and I'm going to address it if people ask the question, and I hope this cleared up the questions that I've been getting the past 24 hours. So thank you very much for posing those questions to me, And I want to thank the people that have submitted their thought processes on how to do this joint a different way, better, faster, whatever. Those comments really help me and the people that watch this video. So thank you very much. And I guess I will carry on to the next joint, whatever that may be. Just keep watching and keep sharing. Pay it forward, share the knowledge, be safe in your shops. Talk to you soon. Boom!